Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to make another video here. This video is for anybody who's hearing a knocking coming from under the car. It's called the flexplate, or AKA the flywheel. This video is for anybody who has a wobbling flywheel and wants to know how to tighten it up. It's really going to sound like an engine knocking. Well, my engine is cold. I want to start it up. It's going to sound like if you're hearing this noise when you're like turning the wheel or if the AC is on, or if you're kind of just idling, that's actually not the engine. It's actually coming from the flywheel. What happens is the bolts. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So to get to those bolts, you got to go, jack the car up, and there's a little access port, which is right here. There's this little black cover right here in between the engine and the transmission. It's already loosened it up. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if you're going to see these bolts, these are. I feel you. All right. So you're going to see these bolts right here, and you see right now I could like turn this with my finger, and you see that? Right. So what happens is the engine rotates, I believe, to the left. So what it does is it actually loosens up the bolts. So every once in a while, you just have to tighten them up. And to tighten it up, you get your wrench. It's a real easy process. Those bolts are 14 millimeters, and you just take it. Oh, listen. Start it. All right, just go slowly, and you turn it until it goes like that, until it starts moving to the back. And then what you do is you mark it. It should be 5 of those bolts. And what you do is you mark it, so you get your marker, or in my case, your discount marker, aka fingernail polish, and you mark it. You just want to make a mark so that way you know where you started from. So right there, I made my mark. And then the next thing you want to do is you got to turn the engine from the crank. So to do that, you put it on the crank, which is over here. So the crank is this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you go behind the wheel, the crank, the crank will be right here. It's behind this little shield, and you'll see the crank. That's it up there. Now that's an 18 millimeter bolt. So you go ahead. And actually see it. And here's another thing: you want to turn when you turn the end, when you turn the crank, you're turning to the left. I'm sorry, you're turning counterclockwise, and you want to keep turning it till you get to the next one, and it should be 5. So you just repeat that process, and you do that until they're all tightened up.